Let's bring on board Nikhil Dhingra, CEO, Acme Solar, joining us live for a conversation. Nikhil, let me start off by understanding there have been certain PPA signing delays which could be a very real risk for you. Talk to us about what's playing out in the marketplace at this point and whether that risk currently is real for you, or are you able to circumvent that?
Thank you, Asha. To directly address your issue about the PPA, so we have signed around 800 megawatts of PPA this financial year, and the cumulative PPA signed capacity stands at 5.4 gigawatt for us, including 3 gigawatt, which is already commissioned. So these 2.4 gigawatts of signed PPA, which we are executing, will be executed in CY26, more of it, and rest of it in CY27. And these are all projects which require multiple times of installed capacity. These capacity number I mentioned are of contracted capacities. At least the installed capacity will include 2 to 3 times of that as solar, and around you can say five times of battery. So that's the broad you can say the defined capex and the defined execution we need to do for the next 2 years. The PPA signing has been indeed taking time because 100 gigawatts of bids happened, out of which 60 gigawatts of PPA have been signed, 40 are left to be signed. Of course, that is great absolute number in terms of PPA signing, which gives all the industry players enough to execute for the next couple of years. What they will be delayed is on, let's say, on the 28, 27 sort of construction timeline. There also you can mitigate that if you have connectivities which are coming in early. If you have basis land and bank guarantee, therein you can prepone the projects. Of course, the PPA needs to be signed, which will be signed, of course, in due course. It was due to oversupply that we saw some delays, because that much power absorption takes time, along with so much of solar execution we have seen this year. So we don't see that because we do have those connectivities which I'm speaking about on the basis of land and bank guarantee. So we don't see a tangible delay in our pipeline, which was scheduled for CY27 and mid part of 28. Of course, we are hopeful that the rest of the PPAs, which will be signed in another 6 months or so.
Okay, and with regard to battery and energy storage, give us a sense, Nikhil, what's playing out, and it's a large opportunity for someone like you. How are you likely to stand out in the marketplace, and how are you seeing the marketplace evolve? Is it going to be more like a commoditized business, or you believe that there will be certain players who will have a right to win?
No, that's a great question. So see, the battery storage in India has really taken, you can see, scale in the last 2 years of bidding, and that is all due credit to MNRE and the all the other ministries who have oriented the market in that direction through FDRE, and then through peak power bids, and now through state level bids as well. And of course the VGF which has been provided by center has greatly aided the direction of the renewable industry in terms of the storage. So of course, like it all new technologies, it is early movers who get some bit of advantage. And of course, when you are playing at a scale in terms of, let's say, we have in the PPA signed and PPA to be signed, we have around 15 gigawatt hour of battery which we need to put up, and this is the contracted capacity which we need to put up. So a very large scale of batteries we can execute. Of course, we have some leverage in terms of early commissionings, which we can do and sell some bit of it on merchant basis, which will help us. So in terms of the if you look at the tariffs and the type of bids which come, they also evolve as the time passes by. So of course, early movers have a bit of advantage, and in terms of the scale, you do get advantage in terms of the vendor base you build, that the kind of configurations you set up, the kind of people you get, which gives you an advantage in terms of the future bids and kind of you can say returns you can make in the future projects.
Understood.
Of course, the competition.
Right. Nikhil, just one clarity I wanted as to how long this entire Capex would take, and how much would you require to fund it, and how would you fund it?
Sure. Thanks, Sasha. So we had given a target of around 14,000 crore capex for this financial year, which is extending to around June on. A large bit of this capex is to be used towards importing batteries. We have ordered for around 5 gigawatt hour of batteries, which are to be imported by June, and of course they have started coming in, so the import is going on, and of course we are building large bits of solar plants in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh and various other states. And to follow this 14,000 crore, there is around 8,000 odd crores which is planned after that, which will lead to the project finishing in CY27. The rest of it, and these are all tied up. We have a healthy mix of debt and equity, around 75-25. These are all long-term projects with long-term financing tied up. So we have all the financing tied up for these projects, and equity tied up from the IPO we did last year, because and the projects are to be executed over 2 years, and of course we are spending our equity as we go along.
Understood. Nikhil, great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for your time today. Great speaking
Thanks a
with
lot.
you.